Hey YouTube, it's motomattman. Today got a couple of reasons for this ride. Number one is because there's no ice on the daggone road. I could get out of the driveway finally. It's been like forever since I've been able to get out of the driveway. It's either the driveway's covered with ice or it's pouring down the rain. Now it's only like 34 degrees outside right now, but at least it's not raining, and at least the road's not covered with ice. So we're out. The other thing was to test out a couple of things. Number one was to test out my new Purple Panda microphone that I tried testing before, but after that time when I went out on the bike and didn't have it plugged in right, I haven't had another opportunity to really test it out. The other thing was to test out my Sedici waterproof gauntlet gloves. They're winterish kind of gloves. I don't know that they're truly winter gloves, but they're lined to some degree. And it is chilly. And I hope that this microphone's not picking up a whole lot of noise, because one thing I'll tell you is the dead cat that came with the Purple Panda mic, I didn't even make it out of the driveway with the thing on. It was itching and tickling my chin and my lip. It's like, I gotta get this damn thing off of here. Okay, and I am not sitting behind this ambulance. Putt, 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 putt. They're not really going anywhere. But hopefully, I mean, it's pretty windy today, so hopefully the microphone's not picking all this up. And hopefully it works out to where it's recording in stereo. But the other thing is looking at the Weather Channel, it looks like we're starting to maybe see the light at the end of the tunnel, weather-wise, at least temperature, because the temperature looks like it's steadily going to be on the increase. I mean, we had snow this morning, but not a whole lot. As you can see, there's not really any snow on the grass. It's already melted. The sun keeps poking itself out and then going back behind the clouds. But yeah, like I said, I want to test this out. Had to put a new hose clamp on one of the radiator hoses here on the VFR, so we're kind of testing that out too. See how that all works out, and just getting out on the bike and getting a ride in here. Woo, buddy! Raise that face shield, and man, that's cold. The other thing is with the test in the bike, we're gonna try to run into town here and pick up the Amazon gift cards. At least that's the plan. Gotta keep an eye on this temperature gauge. So far so good. Another red light, or another stop. Face shield up again. Man, it cuts right through to your eyes, because if I've got my sunglasses on, the sunglasses fog up. Face shield's not fogging up because of got the pin lock insert in it, but the sunglasses do. But as far as the gloves, so far so good on the gloves. They seem to be keeping the fingers at least relatively warm. And like I said, you got a decent amount of wind here today, so kind of rips through to them. But you know, this ought to be a good test. I mean, it's obviously not frigid outside, but you know, it gets much colder than this, and unfortunately here, when it's much colder than what it is today, it's normally snowing in the wintertime, so you wouldn't be on the bike anyway. Low to mid 30s, probably a good temperature to test them out on. You know, and going into town will be a nice test, because that's a decent distance. I just hope that the microphone's picking all this up and not with too much wind noise. I hated taking the dead cat off, but I'd have ended up wrecking the bike if I'd have left that thing on. It felt like I had a cat stuck in my helmet and rubbing up against my face. Getting stuck in a goatee and whatnot. But, and I hope everybody's been able to get a chance to get out on the bike. I've seen more and more people in the northern part of the country getting out on the bike, and people over there in Europe being able to ride. I'll be perfectly honest with you, the longer this cold lasts, the more and more I get jealous of the people like in Florida and California, and then those of you in the southern hemisphere that you know, are actually probably heading into fall, wrapping up your summer and heading into fall more so than heading into spring. Of course, I know, like in New Zealand and Australia, that's the case. You're heading in, getting ready to head into fall. But I'll be perfectly honest, most of you I don't feel a whole lot of pity for, because your winters are a whole lot more like the winters that people have to deal with in the southern part of the U.S. than up here. You know, I know you get your cold spells. You know, my dad told me stories about living in New Zealand and being able to go up on the mountains and seeing the snow and whatnot. Unfortunately here, I don't have to go up to the mountains to see the snow. All I got to do is look out the window. But anyway, I'm doing a whole lot of rambling here. Guess mostly because trying to test out this mic. The hope is that it's picking up the audio from me really well, but it's also picking up some of the sounds from the bike as well. So I had some people make comments when I was using the GoPro backpack about the fact that couldn't hear the bike. You could hear me talking clearly, but couldn't hear the sounds from the bike. So hopefully we're getting that squared away. The other thing that we're testing out here is I got some grips for the tank put on. We're testing those out. I was getting tired of, whenever I'd really get on it, sliding all over the place, not being able to grip hold of the tank. Unfortunately, they don't make the grips for this bike anymore, so what I ended up having to do is I ordered some inexpensive ones to test it out that were made for a CBR 600, and modified those a little bit, cut them down, cut off the writing where it says CBR 600, and put those on. They don't fit perfectly, not like I'd like them to, but so far so good as far as giving me the extra grip. Now, one thing I'll tell you about them is that the glue that came on them sucked. They would not stay on for nothing. Now, I understand that it's winter time still, so it's cold, But I cleaned it. I put other things on bikes in the winter, other grips on, tank grips on. I put the tank protector on here in the winter time, and it stuck perfectly well. What I ended up having to do is I ended up having to take them off and get the sticky stuff, the residue that was left on the tank off, and the sticky stuff off the tank grips, and cleaned those up real well, cleaned the tank up real well again. And then I went and got a can of spray-on Gorilla Glue and sprayed the grips real well, the back side of the grips, and then put them on, and then took some heavy magnets and some heavy-duty magnets, and used those to help keep the tank grips in place while it dried. And I had to go back, and I had a couple of spots that were pulling up that weren't sticking real good, and I had put a little bit more of the Gorilla Glue on there, and then used the magnets again, and so far it seems to be holding up pretty good. Seem to be staying on. I mean, I haven't really gotten on it real hard yet, but I can feel that they're gripping good, that when I put my legs up against it, they're not slip sliding all over the place like it was before. You know, like I said, it kind of sucks that I couldn't get the ones that were made for the bike, but you know, I am on a 1997. There's a lot of stuff that I can't get anymore. And of course, since I was sitting here running my mouth, I missed my turn to go to the grocery store to get my gift cards. I'm going to turn around right here. I'll head back down. But anyway, so far gloves, I mean, I feel a little bit of chill to my fingers. I mean, they're not getting like numb cold or anything like that. Just feel a little bit of chill to them. You know, it's starting to get just a little bit uncomfortable. It's not too bad. I'll be honest, if I had maybe some freeze-out liners in the gloves, it'd probably be fine. Well, a little bit of slippage there from the back tire down the shifting. You know, but I didn't want to test them out with any kind of liners or anything in them. I wanted to see how they would be just on their own. You know, because then I could give a good honest review. I hate this grocery store. There's not really anywhere to park a bike. But it is slapping in this spot here. Parking in a regular parking spot. I'm always afraid some dipsticks can come flying around and not see the bike, hit it. Okay, now we're at the grocery store. I'll end it here for a minute and run in there and get that gift card. Here's what the gloves look like, and they've got reinforcements down here as well. works. Okay. I'll catch y'all when I come back out. Okay, well, went in Giant Eagle, searched around with all their gift cards, looking for the Amazon gift card, and then finally found where they used to be. And there's a sign saying that Amazon won't let them sell their gift cards there anymore. So, we're going to take a ride up the road to Walmart, which is where I almost was when I had to turn around. And we'll see if they have them. If not, what we'll have to do is we'll change up the price a little bit. And we'll go from Amazon gift card to a Visa or MasterCard gift card instead. We'll do that. Kind of work the same way. You know, you'd still, if you wanted to get something on Amazon, probably should have done it the other way anyway, because then you could go on Cycle Gear, Revzilla, or Bed Bath & Beyond or whatever. Take it at the Home Depot for that matter. Probably should have done that. Probably should do that anyway. But since I said I was going to do Amazon, I'll try that again. And then we'll, if we can't get one, then we'll do the Visa gift card deal. But that kind of sucks. Especially since, you know, we were already up here. When I passed by Giant Eagle, I was almost at Walmart to begin with. But when I walked in, there was a nice employee standing there because they're changing their fuel perks deal at Giant Eagle. I know some of you probably have no clue what I'm talking about or even what Giant Eagle is, but I'll get up here in front of the line. But anyway, the deal is you got one of those frequent shopper kind of cards, and for every so much that you buy in the grocery store, you get, they have a gas station too, a get-go gas station, and you get, like, for every 50 bucks, it used to be at least, for every 50 bucks you spent on groceries in Giant Eagle, you got 10 cents off a gallon of gas. It works out pretty good. I mean, because you accumulate it over time, and then you redeem that at the pump. And there's been multiple times where, I mean, I can remember filling up my truck, and it not costing me anything because we'd been to Giant Eagle so much. You know, grocery shopping. And it lasts more than 30 days. You can accumulate the points, and then I want to say it's like for 90 days, and then the points start dropping off, kind of deal. But anyway, she was handing out flyers explaining the changes that they're doing. Thank you. I wasn't riding here. Dipshit. Damn bike's almost as big as your car. Anyway, she told me I was crazy. She rides a Harley, and she said she went out one time during the winter time, about froze to death, and said never again. And I understand that. I mean, Mrs. Motomattman won't ride in this kind of weather either. So I totally get it. Slap it in right here. I like these triangles a whole lot better. But we'll try it here. We'll see what happens this time. See if we can get the gift cards this time. Like I said, if not, we'll get there we go. Can't get the Amazon ones, and we'll get ones for Visa. But anyway, let's try this again. Oh no, it's not that bad. Okay, well, it's gonna be a Visa gift card for $40 because they didn't have Amazon either. So, as opposed to the winner of the drawing getting a $40 Amazon gift card, that you could only use it on Amazon, and you get a Visa gift card for $40 that you could use to buy anything from any website, or even use it for in the store. So I think that's probably a better deal anyway. I would imagine y'all would like that better because, like I said, I mean, you can still use it on Amazon, but you can't use an Amazon gift card at, you know, JP Cycles or Revzilla, Chaparral, Cycle Gear, Walmart. You know, you could use the Visa gift card at the Harley dealer. Wouldn't even have to be or at your Honda dealer, your Yamaha dealer, whatever dealer. So like I said, it's probably a better deal anyway, all the way around. But anyway, hopefully this mic test worked out as well as the test on these gloves and the test on these tank grips, and that I captured this. I'm sure I'm going to have to edit it down quite a bit, but anyway, I hope everybody's having a good day. When you see this, it will be the last day to make a comment on the video, the 400 subs giveaway video, so you can be entered to win, because the day after this goes live is the day that I'll do the drawing for anybody that made a comment on that video. But anyway, I hope everybody has a good day. Remember, you get out on 2, keep the shiny side up, the rubber side down, and I'll catch you next time. If you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Punch that bell so you get notifications anytime I upload new content. Again, have a great day.